guests here. Hello, Christopher, Howard, Lupita. Thank you so much for joining. I want to bring to your attention, this is not a webinar. This is why I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself, turn camera on, because we will be practicing all together. I will be showing you a few ways of running ads. Hi, Lupita. I will show you step by step. This is why it's important for us to be unmuted. Feel free to ask me to stop. It's not a webinar. It's not a lecture. This is a training that you will experience with me. So the first ad I'm running on my Facebook business page. Whatever you post on personal with new changes, yes, now we can run ads from the personal page. However, I already trained the algorithm for my business and I don't want to make any changes. So this is the ad that I ran for listing the condo in here in Fort Lauderdale. So the structure is very simple. You can use it for just listed, for the open house. However, the goal is to get leads from it. Two things that I'm missing, as you notice in this ad, is the price and location. So I post pictures, preferably between 5 and 10 pictures. I don't want to overwhelm them with pictures, but I don't want to. But I also want to create the curiosity there. I do have the description. And it says 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's on the resort style pool, tennis, and blah, blah, blah. So I squeeze my property description in a short form that will actually create curiosity, right? And then what I have is a link to my locked page. So the website will be required. If you don't have website, then there is nothing to run these ads to unless you use Facebook lead form. And I'll show you in just a second the difference, because I do recommend to run ads using both. First, the link and then the lead form on Facebook. The difference is the following, and I'll show you the ads. Again, any questions on the ad itself, the structure, any clear? Good? Good? Everyone good? Moving forward? Moving to Google Ad Manager. So Google Ad Manager, I'll start the campaign with you. As you can see, it's already passed. I spent $100, great results. I think it's still active though, but it's at the end. Anyway, I'll start a brand new campaign. All right, so I am coming over here and I want to start a new campaign. So create. And what we want to choose here. So bidding type, I want to have action type. So the less I pay for the lead, the better for me. And I let Facebook to decide how much they're going to charge me per lead up to the maximum amount. So let me give you a brief description of what is here and what's the difference. So brand awareness, that pretty much just showcases your brand that might be good for growing your page or growing, let's say, I can't even say Instagram account. With Instagram account, the one that I would recommend is using traffic. But we're not talking about Instagram account now, but that's something that you can keep in mind. Like compared to boosting your Instagram account, if you want to have more followers, you can run your ads through Facebook Ad Manager. And instead of paying for all the views that Instagram Ad Manager would put on your campaign, if you click on traffic, you will be only paying for the clicked links to your Instagram. That just for your reference. Then we have engagement. This is something that I would use for retargeting, because when I get the lead, quite frankly, they're not ready. I mean, these Facebook leads, they stay in traffic, they do whatever they want to do, but they're not shopping around for a home. This is not where people shop for home, but these are very, very cheap leads. This is why I bring them back into Facebook and I show them my market updates and I show them other information about local data, local neighborhoods. Like my niche, this is relocation to South Florida. This is how I retarget. But this is for this purpose of this training, we're going to click on leads. And then we're going to start campaign. We're going to create tolerated lead campaign because I don't want to set all the parameters. If you're in US, then we absolutely need to set the category as housing, because otherwise you will be disapproved. And a few times you disapproved, it will be very challenging to get to become friends with Facebook again, if you will, right? So now what we want to do is have instant forms. And you remember where I had the link, and I have Insta forms where Facebook will allow my potential client, my lead, to pre-fill the fields. Why I do both? Because first of all, when I get a lead through Facebook forms, they stay within the Facebook, and this is what Facebook likes. They don't like sending people outside. However, since I'm paying them money, they okay with sending leads outside. On the flip side, people don't like links. Like how much you like going online and clicking links on Facebook? Probably you don't, right? No one likes that. So Instaform is another way. So I'm kind of catching both ways of generating leads. However, what I want though, I want them to go to my website so I can catch them there. Then I can use Pixel and track their behavior. I want to see where they go. Are they buyer or seller? Because they might be seller who's shopping around for a home. So I want to track their behavior, because with Facebook forms, I can only get the lead, and unless that lead picks up the phone, which is quite frankly very rare, they will, I don't know anything about them. I don't know how long they stayed on my website. I don't know how motivated they are, what information they're looking from me. So this is what I would start from. Budget, I would not bid for any less than $100 per week. I just don't see any results with lower budget. So the way I typically structure budgets, I start from $100 on Facebook and $200 on Google Ads, which we will be reviewing just in a few seconds. I just see the bare minimum results with it. Plus, it will be getting you a little rush in selling the listing. If listing's sitting on your MLS and you kind of chilling, waiting for the buyer to knock on your door or to call you, it's one thing. Another thing is when you spending every week your marketing money, that will get you out of your comfort zone. So you'll pick up the phone, you'll door knock on the neighbor's door so we can get that listing sold, because this is my promise to the seller that I'm not just listing it on MLS. You can list on MLS for $100. I'm actually doing the work. I'm running ads. I'm making phone calls. I'm doing the door knocking. I'm doing the mailing, et cetera, everything in my plan. But back to business here. So I'm scrolling down here and creating new audience. This is where I would retarget the leads that I'm getting. And I'm not going that far into this. I just want to show you that's custom audience, the CVS list of all the leads that I'm getting. I want to retarget. No one will click on your lead link and like, oh, such a beautiful home. I'm ready to go paying cash. Well, where we want to start is creating the radius around your listing. So by default, it says United States, but I'm going to remove this and I'm going to put the listing address, whatever it is. I think it was 1110 Lake. Lake Emerald. All right. Well, anyway, you pick the address, you circle 15 mile radius around this, you cannot change any of these settings. You cannot discriminate based on gender, based on age. You can, if you're targeting specific language, you can, like, let's say if you're working with Spanish speaking community, you can change language, which I personally wouldn't. I mean, we all do business in English, and I would keep it just blank. If there is a person who needs translation, and you probably know that Google will translate for another language if they choose so. However, I would keep that blank. Yes, I wouldn't make any targeting or detailed targeting ad here, which will be a little different compared to YouTube, because one thing that comes so much better for us, for marketers, Google and Meta implementing this AI technology that helps connect the right eyeballs to the right ads. In other words, if previously I have to manually come in and preset, especially on Meta, what's the behavior of prospective seller, like build an avatar. Right now, I see more and more that it's in best interest of Meta, and particularly Facebook, to put that ad in front of the right audience. So I would leave detailed targeting blank, and I would rely on AI. And quite frankly, the more ads you ran this way, the more accurate the AI will be. So we want to make sure that we interacting with the ad users. We want to make sure that the interaction are correct and go in the right direction. And this way we're training the AI behind Meta to show your ads in front of the right audience. Make sense? All right, moving forward. Now we're here in building the form. We can just use the template. I would say that's pretty much self-explanatory. The questions you want to choose to ask them, the email address, their phone number. I wouldn't ask more than 3 questions, because there is a good chance that they might walk away from this. All right. And then I also want to add the ad that I just created, which you saw right here, and pretty much click publish. Boom. All right. So that's the first way of marketing it on Meta. The good news that I create this ad and it will be shown on Instagram. It will be shown on even WhatsApp. It will be shown in stories. It will be shown everywhere that Facebook thinks that it's an appropriate place to market it, right? Another way is running ads directly from Instagram, and there is a big difference compared to running ads from, let me stop sharing for a second. You want to see my face? All right, so I'll talk a little more about Instagram. It was not prepared for this presentation. Next step in my presentation is talking about YouTube, but I wanted to talk about Instagram for a second and how to run ads on Instagram. So on Instagram, it's a little more dedicated way of me running ads there. I want to be a little more interactive, running ads directly from Instagram website, right? So one thing I can, and let me explain the reason in a second, but there is a difference between running it here and running on Instagram. When you run ads on Meta, on this Google Ad Manager, you can only see the results in your Meta account, right? So you literally need to go to Meta, do the screen share, record the video, and send it to the seller. Well, however, it is beneficial for you to run ads from your Instagram account, so you get a lot more likes, shares, questions, comments, saves, etc. So first of all, you build credibility on Instagram using your listings. And number 2, it gives you another credibility in front of the seller when you're going to be creating this report where you're going to be saying that I spent that much money on Instagram. This is how many eyeballs I got on the property. This is how many people actually incurred in the information. So in Instagram, do you want me to show you one of the Instagram ads I recorded? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. You're easy. All right, same property. Same property. I'm not sure if you hear the sound. Go check it out now. Here you go. Now you can hear. So what I want to tell you about this ad, not just about structure the ad, that we need to have this hook to grab the attention, where you probably notice where you see I'm falling from the sky to this property, which I try to use as a hook. I'm more talking about lead generation. So there are 3 ways of you to generate leads on Instagram. Number 1 is the one I used here, which is, I would say, a little less effective than the others. However, I'm trying to combine them one at a time, because they all work for a different group of people. It depends on their behavior. This is why I'm trying to get it in the mix. So first of all, I want them to click the link in bio. So I give them the direction to click the link in bio, and they go there. And why I'm doing that? Because I want them to be on my website. So the pros are, again, you remember I told you I want them to be on the website, because as soon as they enter, as soon as they log in, I see their behavior. I know how long they stay and then how often they come back. So that's my goal. This is the pros. The cons, it's a lot of steps. They need to exit the ad. They need to go to my profile. In the profile, they need to click the link. Then in the link, they need to click the prop. This is very high motivation. This is why this is the least return on my investment in terms of how many leads I get. On the flip side, those leads that I get this way, they very high intent leads, right? So this is why this is the first way of me generating leads. Second is ManyChat. Who knows how ManyChat works? Anyone? Cool. All right. So I'm not alone here. So I'm not going to go deeper in the ManyChat, but pretty much in a short sentence, it's a platform that automates your communication. So you set it up and you make leads even when you sleep. I mean, I get leads at 3 o'clock in the morning all day, every day. And if these leads will be left alone without the communication, even automated communication, probably I'm not going to be waking up at 3 o'clock to communicate with the lead on Instagram. So ManyChat is number 2. And in ManyChat, I can either set it up for either direct message, or I can set it up for a comment. I can say in the ad, comment below word, like let's say home, or word lake, and ManyChat will trigger the action and they will start talking on my behalf. And the last one, another really popular, is using email signature, if you will, in your captions. And pretty much in your captions and in your video, you're going to say text word home on the lake for this particular case. And that lead will go directly to your cell phone. All right. You can set up a ManyChat and like it depends on your budget. Like if you have hundreds and hundreds of leads and you don't have a big team and you need to automate, you can certainly use ManyChat. However, in my experience, spending like a couple $100 a week, I don't get that many leads that actually text me. However, when I get a text, instead of getting lead through ManyChat, where it's just conversation between robot and the prospective lead, I get the phone number right away. And that part is missing, quite frankly, very commonly on ManyChat. They give you 55555, and you're pretty much stuck with no true email and only one of your subscribers. It's inconvenient to follow up using Instagram. I mean, obviously, I take that lead from Instagram, I put it in my follow-up box, and I will continue following up. It's not as convenient as I would have cell phone number, right? So I ask them to text me certain word, and I manually answer them. Hey, I want to set up a quick conversation with you, a quick call with you within next hour. Are you available within next, let's say 20 to 60 minutes, right? 15 to 60 minutes. Typically they are. This is why they texting you. They want to talk right away. Are you available within the next 15 minutes for a quick call? So your initial intro call shouldn't be like the full qualifying call. You just want to call and introduce yourself, get a little bit of fuel into this relationship, and set up that true qualifying call, right? If it can be in person, wonderful. Quite frankly, I don't set up that many online leads appointments right from the start. Like typically it's initial conversation, maybe a quick call, then different types of touches, and then on average they typically close, like not close, but at least go into the bottom of the sales funnel approximately in about 6 months. So it's a pretty long game. I'm paying now to get leads minimum in 6 months. Like I'm working right now with a guy who I got like in 2021, 3 years of consistent follow-up to get that lead to act. So that's just for those who are thinking like, oh, I'm gonna start writing these ads and I'm gonna be busy. No, you're gonna be busy minimum in 6 months. Back to YouTube. Hey, we get to the point that I wanted to show you how to run ads on YouTube, and we're talking about the same listing. It's just one of my freshest listings, so that's just for training purpose. I'll share the ad. So share the screen. Cool. All right. So what we want to do is run skippable ads here, because there is plenty of different ways of market on Google. I love Google. Like, come back to me if you want to learn more about Google. But for now, we're talking about marketing listings, and no one, quite frankly, going to be typing your listing address or any keywords that you necessarily put in unless you're running like ads to bring leads to your website, but that's completely different topic. I'm talking about YouTube ads, how to generate leads on YouTube. So we're going to create campaign. Then where we want to go is, again, you see, we're not starting with leads. I don't really want Google to get me Google Forms. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. I'll start with without the goal. And what I want to market is a listing, right? So the listing video, I don't want to spend your time unless you want to, showing you the whole entire property tour. What I can say that a lot of agents, they over-educate buyers on this listing videos. Like I see like 15 minutes of listing video. I think that's too much. I'm trying to stay under 5 minutes. Like this is a condo, this is 2 minutes, 45 seconds. I think it's more than enough. And the way, do you want to see the ad? Do you want to see the video? It's not that long. You do?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. For as long as I've been selling properties in South Florida, the only one community that makes me tap my brakes and slow down. I'm so happy to tour with you
110 Lake Emerald Drive, where peaceful lakeside living meets the convenience of urban life. Imagine waking up to the serene beauty of the Lake Emerald right outside of your window, a daily reminder of the tranquility this gated community offers. Just minutes away from vibrant Fort Lauderdale, you're close enough to enjoy the city energy, yet far enough to escape through this lakeside retreat. The community is perfect for those who appreciate outdoor activities. Whether you're enjoying the lakeside pool, taking a morning jog around the lake, or playing tennis, there is something for everyone. Plus, with 24-hour security and plenty of amenities like clubhouse, sauna, barbecue areas, Lake Emerald offers the ideal balance between relaxation and activity. Highlight of living here is, without a doubt, the lake itself. Whether you enjoy peaceful sunset on your private screen balcony or prefer water activities like kayaking, living by the lake brings its unique sense of calm that's hard to find anywhere else in the area. Located in Oakland Park, you're just 10 minutes drive from downtown Fort Lauderdale, where you can explore world-class dining, shopping, and beaches. Plus, major highways and the airport are conveniently nearby, making travel a breeze. As for the condo itself, this spacious two-bedroom, two full bath unit offers an open floor plan, perfect for entertaining or just relaxing at home. Modern ceramic tile flooring throughout add a sleek, updated touch, and the large windows flood the space with natural light. The kitchen includes all the essentials to make your dinner a masterpiece, such as ample cabinets, granite countertops, and stainless steel appliances. Two full bathrooms are beautifully updated, and master bedroom offers walk-in closet with plenty of storage. Looking for a peaceful lakeside lifestyle with easy access to Fort Lauderdale attractions, this home at 110 Lake Emerald Drive would be the perfect fit for you. Pictures and videos, they don't necessarily do the justice. If you're like me and enjoy living by the lake, don't miss on this opportunity and schedule a tour with me.
Nice.
You don't hear me. All right, cool. So what I was saying, like it's in 4K. If you want to see it in better quality, it's in Miami Fine Living. If you want to check it out in a little better quality. What I wanted to bring to your attention is, it probably caught your attention that the video and the background voiceover doesn't match. So I don't match voiceover with the video. In my opinion, it feels a little silly when you record a video and you're going to say, hey, look at this stainless steel appliances. People see that it's stainless steel appliances and they understand this as the kitchen and they understand this as the bathroom. So tell them about what's it like to live in this neighborhood? How far is that? What's the school district? That's what they actually looking for. They understand that the kitchen is the kitchen, the bathroom is the bathroom, and the floor is the floor, right? So what I want to bring your attention to here, and I'll come back to sharing the screen in a second. I want to bring your attention that the video itself not necessarily going to get you anything. So I've taken so many listings over agents who are like, oh, I have a beautiful video, even better than yours. I don't care. If your video is not bringing you buyers, then your video is no good. So what am I going to do with the video? I want to run ads to grab buyers. And the way I do it is I lock the lead site. So what I do, this is the full link of the website where I capture leads. So whenever the lead comes to the ad link, where I always, you see, I want to grab the lead, bring them to my CRM, bring to my website. This is the message that they're getting. You see, they need to fill out the form. I can do a couple of things. I can have them pre-fill it with Google, Facebook. I can remove this if I want more motivated sellers. I'm sorry, more motivated leads, more motivated buyers. I mean, I would like to get a lead rather than not getting a lead. I don't care. I mean, I would rather have them fill it out, but it's just the options that you have. If you just sending them to your website without catching with a form, well, it's wasted traffic. They're gonna look at it and most likely they're not ready to go. Otherwise, you would they would be on Zillow, not on necessarily your website. Back to YouTube advertising. So we're here. You remember? So I'll remind you real quick. So we clicked on campaign without the goal. We clicked on video. What we aiming for? We aiming for skippable ads. We aiming for views, right? So before we actually bring the buyer to our website, we want them to see the video. So we want to maximize views. This is another way for you to present to the seller. Hey, check out how many views we got. Check out how many buyers we got registered on our website. This is what we do. Okay, so campaign name, let's say Lake Emerald. You name it the way you want. Total budget, like I said, I really see results when I spend minimum $200 a week. I mean, I've seen people seeing luckily results with lower budgets. I don't spend less than $200. So I run it for a week. So please make sure that you click the end date, because otherwise it might be running forever. I think they changed it. Previously, it was an option for like run it indefinitely until you cancel, and you can forget, and then boom, $400 extra bill on your marketing account. That's not cool. All right, so I circle around the property, typically do 20-mile radius. Multi-format ads. Yes, I want multi-format ads. So basically, it will show in different formats. That will increase my reach. On the flip side, especially for ads, for listings, I don't necessarily do demographics. However, I can. So I cannot change, obviously, much here. And the more you go into demographics, and actually not necessarily demographics, but interest and detailed demographics, the more you play around with Google algorithm. Because what likely that going to happen, they understand that you're running housing ad, and for those who are from US, they will face the challenges associated with fair housing law. And it's very difficult to fix disapproved ad. Actually, there is no way for you to fix disapproved ad other than contact customer service directly. So if you have an ad disapproved, don't try to fix it yourself. Don't waste your time reviewing or what's that called? Ask for review, I guess. But anyway, the only way for you to overwrite disapproval is actually write an email to Google, which you will have an option right here in question, and then you're gonna ask how you can dispute the ad manually, not through the button, but manually, and you want to write email to or call, but probably better write email because wait line on Google is ridiculous. And within 24 hours, typically they lift that ban. But back to business. So you do have option to tap into more direct specific interests. So what you can do is likely to move. So where would you go here is click on demographics. All right, and then browse, and then live events, and check this out. You can click on moving and then moving soon. So if you run ads to catch listings. And again, I'm a little off topic, but I hope that's valuable, right? No? All right. If you run, I'll be quick. If you're running ads for listings, yes, moving soon is valuable. You can also browse in market and choose here real estate agency. That means that people are searching for on Google for real estate agencies. Again, that is more relevant towards when you targeting sellers. When you're targeting buyers, you want the maximum amount of eyeballs on your listing, the maximum amount of views. The more views you get for the money, for the less money you spend, the more appreciation you get from the seller when you present the listing report, right? So for this training purpose, we're talking about listings. So I would leave it blank to maximize number of eyeballs. Again, Google as well as Meta, they will run ads to people who are likely to connect with this ad. They're not doing anything to burn your money and run away. So over here, we copy pasting the link. Copy, paste, boom. All right, so final URL. You remember I showed you this bit.ly and this locked page right here, right? So this is where I want them to come. Can I get two options? Like maybe lock this one and maybe another one is to get to your register page on Facebook, or I mean on your website, or to your contact me website. Perfectly fine. I mean, just for this purpose, the purpose of this training, we'll keep it simple with one link with a lock at the end. So long headline description. This is where I would put ChatGPT to work. I would say in the prompt of ChatGPT, please help me write long headline up to 90 characters using, and then I'm gonna say which keywords I want to use. How to find keywords. You might already written the description if you in Tom Ferry coaching, either through Tom AI, right? Are you using Tom AI, anyone? Okay, cool. So if you've written description through Tom AI, very likely you already have keywords. So what you want to do is upload this description written by Tom AI to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to pull keywords from it and use these keywords, which most likely will be location, key features of the property. In these lines, in the long line, in description, it's going to be 90 characters. And then I don't think you need any of those. So don't touch add URL options. So you want to create ad campaign, ad name, and then put cost per view. It will automatically recommend you cost per view. I find that about 5 cents per view is somewhere fair. However, I'm in very competitive market in South Florida. I've seen 1 cent doing just as good. So if you're not in very competitive market, start from 1 cent, do the test. If 1 cent will get you 100% spent, don't go to 5. Start with 1. 1 doesn't work, do 2. 2 doesn't work, do 3, and so on. So it's just more of a test and try and analyze rather than going with what they necessarily recommend, because they will recommend you higher because they want you to spend money faster. Even they do good job optimizing your ad. The higher number you put for cost per view, in my experience personally, the number of views a little lower rather than I put lower number. However, this is the balance. I would say between 1 cent and 9 cents, there is a sweet spot for your market. I can't tell for everyone. And then click create campaign, and bingo. You're gonna have views. Buyer's gonna click on, as you can see, where is the preview of the ad?
For as long as I've been selling properties in South Florida, the only one community that makes me tap my brakes and slow down. I'm so happy to tour
And-
with you.
110 Lake
And I'll
Emerald Drive.
stop this. And I'll stop sharing. Did I share? Did I share all this time? Did you see my screen? You did? Good. All right. Well, I got
It was sharing up until a few moments ago, the screen.
okay.
You
So
walked
so
in
now I'm
things
not
and it
sharing,
stopped
right?
it and it stopped. No, it's not sharing at all. It's just you.
Okay, cool. All right. Perfect. Then let's get to questions. Any concerns? Anything that I need to go deeper into?
I'm just concerned about the costs. It could just be because of market things and all that. And I know, Roman, that I'm in a different market.
You are,
It is-
yes.
So I have a hard time when I go out and spend on an ad, the Facebook ads. When I did $40, my heart was like doing jumping jacks. To go $100 on a Facebook ad and $200 on a YouTube, I don't know if that's a requirement across the board. That's kind of scary because that can bankrupt me.
I totally get it. And quite frankly, I've been in on many listings upside down when I spend more than I actually make. However, on the good note is that I made so many leads through this campaign that sale paid for future sale. And it, in my opinion, again, I'm in a very competitive market. Like if you ask me, this is the most competitive market in the US. We have highest number of real estate agents, to number of locals. So in order for me to stand out, I need to spend that much. Probably
You need
if
to-
you're
you need to
not
scream
even
louder.
as competitive, your numbers can be a little lower. However, we still need to show our clients that we do the work, we do run ads, we do this type of marketing, because otherwise, if all we do is just taking the listing, getting them signed and wait for the buyer, we get fired pretty quickly, because I sign this no obligation contracts all the time. This is my policy. I don't lock anyone in. If you want to cancel with me, cancel at any time. But I know that you won't, because they get these reports, they get this knowledge. And at the end of the day, I mean, if you feel like there is this alliance between the seller and the market, it's better to just stop altogether rather than have this 9 months into market where all the frustration, we're getting these calls. Hey, what is going on? You promised me to sell it within the next couple of months, and it's not happening. They never call me because they get these reports. They know that I'm doing this. I'm getting leads. If I'm not selling this house and I'm getting another house for sale, that's bad, right? Numbers can be lower. Absolutely. I'm not telling you which number to put there. This is just my experience because I'm in a highly competitive market here in South Florida. That's all. Anything else? Was the good stuff? Good stuff, right? Yes? All right, I'm glad to hear that. All right, if no other questions other than the budgeting, which I understand might be concerning, again, adjust it the way you want it. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, did my best to educate you, and good luck with your marketing.